Yo, it's Big Ant, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV. Had to come give an update on Yella Beezy from the arrest that happened 2 weeks ago where we saw he was pulled over on the side of the road by police and everything of that nature in a black SUV. But more information has been revealed through the Dallas Morning News where they actually said rapper Yella Beezy had 5 guns in his vehicle when Dallas police arrested him. That's what the affidavit says. Now, I'm going to just read part of this write-up, and y'all go look at it yourself, the Dallas Morning News and everything of that nature. We not trying to put no stories together. We not trying to solve no crimes or none of that extra shit like that there. I'm going to present y'all the information, and y'all go tap in for it yourself. Now, this is coming from the news. It says, an arrest warrant affidavit obtained by Dallas Morning News reveals that rapper Yella Beezy had 5 guns in his vehicle when Dallas police arrested him earlier this month. The 29-year-old performer, whose real name is Marquise DeAndre Conway, faces a misdemeanor charge of unlawful carrying of a weapon because police say he is a documented gang member and therefore cannot legally possess any handguns in his car. So there y'all go. Y'all see what the real reason was right there. That's the real reason. Police wrote in the affidavit that undercover officers were surveilling a strip mall in the 3400 block of Sunnyvale Street in East Oak Cliff the evening of February 13th. That location is a high crime area replete with gang activity and drug sales, police said. The officers saw a black 2017 GMC Yukon with windows they believed, remember this, I believed, were tinted too heavily, pull out of the strip mall's parking lot without yielding to traffic on East Overton Road. The affidavit says another officer working nearby said the GMC failed to stop completely at an intersection, not a stop sign, an intersection, even if it was a stop sign. Just pay attention to what this shit says, man. So they performed the traffic stop, and I'll go and summarize the rest of this for y'all. They performed the traffic stop, and it's one of these things, bro, where they gonna come with all type of things. The write-up is saying, and the news is saying, that Yella Beezy actually was in his car. They came up to the car, asked him to let the window down. He said he could not let the window down because the car was tinted. Not tinted, it was bulletproof, so he could not let the window down. So when they opened the door, they asked him, who he was and everything like that. And they said they seen that he was a documented gang member. That's when they called the dog up and the dog alerted, meaning this how they do this shit. They bring the dog to the car, if you never been through this before, and they had the dog walk around the car sniffing and shit. And if he start wagging his tail and barking, all this other crazy shit them dogs be doing, that's when they finna come search your shit. Meaning it's supposed to be drugs in the car and everything of that nature. But that's not what happened. They actually went there. You remember the reports came out that they said they smelled marijuana, but then it came back that now they could have been a false report too, though. But they saying that they had smelled marijuana. Now they came back around and started saying, hey, no, the dog alerted and everything of that nature. But they said they found all these weapons in the car when they actually searched. The officers reported finding 5 guns either on the floor of the SUV or in various console pockets. A Beretta PMX containing 19 rounds of ammunition. The gun had been reported stolen in Frisco. An FN Herstal 5.7 that had 21 rounds of ammunition, a Sig Saucer P365 with 11 rounds of ammunition, a Smith & Wesson M&P Bodyguard that had 6 rounds of ammunition, a Springfield Armory Saint AR-15 pistol with a 54-round drum of ammunition. The gun had a wrist brace that made it possible to fire the weapon with one hand. So they said Yella Beezy had a whole stock of artillery in this motherfucker in a bulletproof vehicle. Now, let's take it back to 2018. We know what happened with Yella Beezy. Car shot up on the freeway, hit 3 times. So, you gotta think, nigga naturally gonna protect itself, especially with everything we've been seeing unfold in these last few months in Texas. So, me as a person, as a real man, as a real motherfucking nigga that move around every day, can you blame a nigga for riding around stocked up with a bulletproof vehicle with too dark tint, maybe because he's been shot up before. Police know this, but at the end of the day, it's about the gang activity situation, and that's just what it is right there. They have him on, and that's what I really want to highlight this video on right there, is that he's on documented gang file is the reason that they searched him. Like I said, we seen other rappers in the last couple of days where we seen a gang unit on the back of a motherfucking bulletproof vest of a cop. So the gang unit in the DFW is there. Niggas can act like it's not that big a deal if they want to, but I'm going to tell niggas, man, stay the fuck out y'all way. Stay safe, man. Hey, abide by the rules when you on the road. They pulling niggas over for the smallest shit and everything of that nature. So that's the update with this right here. Man, Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, everything DFW, stay on your pivot. The gang unit out there, they trying to take niggas down. It seems that if the gun really was stolen, just because you got a stolen possession, that's like a misdemeanor, you know what I'm saying, if you're not a felon or anything like that. But it could be reported stolen and you bought it off the street and everything of that nature. That's not really a serious crime. And having these guns is not really a serious crime unless they not registered or whatever, everything of that nature. But it's still not that deep if you are not a convicted felon. But they gonna try to make it deep because he's on gang file and he is a motherfucking popular rapper. Subscribe to the channel, Urban Politicians TV. Tell me what y'all think about this shit, man. We cover with all the facts. Y'all tap in, follow me on Instagram, Urban Politicians _Big Ant, man, for shit show 1000. Stay on your pivot.